This is wild. I mean, yesterday, not a whole lot of faith in Team Liquid up against Heroic. Obviously, their biggest scalp they've taken yet, but they've become favorites overnight in this matchup.
It's crazy, and you know what? I think if they can beat Heroic, they can beat NIP. Coming in a little bit cold. Never mind. I was going to say colder into this series, given that they are the team that had the bye, and this would be their first playoff match, as Elige does respond and get a shot back. Speaking of cold, Rez got up to something a little bit hot during his time off between the group stages and playoffs. He was apparently boiling potatoes and spilled the hot water all over his feet and was on crutches for a period of time due to how badly he burned himself. So that's kind of shitty.
You hate to see that. Potatoes. Yeah. You love to see Elige at the moment. Quad kill in the round for him with that P250, making it work. Gonna get tagged down very, very low. S-tag finds OC. Elige looking for that ace, but he doesn't want to overcommit. Doesn't want.
Yeah, Rez, big box to hold. These corner box, I should say, not big box, excuse me, to hold with the 5-7. Deadly, but spotted out as tucked in the corner. His left knee protrudes past the edge. Shocks and Nitro able to get kills inside of the site, and this one should be done, but stranger things have happened. So before I call it that way, let's just make sure that bomb gets planted and it is secure. Donut, this is it. Fuzi could find the angle back into it, but not gonna happen. Nitro getting that kill should pretty much confirm the round.
Yeah, and as this round kind of fades away, we can talk about the other side of things. NIP, obviously the desk kind of highlighted the different lineups and different subs and different situations with players in and out, obviously. Well, I'm sure if you hadn't asked him that and said that, he probably, you know, wouldn't have. Deep angle with the...
I mean, I was just walking down the hall. I said, Brolin, I'm expecting big things out of you today.
Yeah.
That was the joke, Jason.
I know.
All right. Thanks for, you know, really over-explaining, putting me in the corner, speaking of caged animals. Hampus window smoked off, has a nade for the corner at the ready. He's going to lob that down there now, but no one actually trying to take middle right now from the Team Liquid side of things. Instead, they're just going to fan out across the map. In fact, across A, having lost Nitro early, there's really no one holding that B-ramp position. Very passive as well, though, from NIP. They've got a very nice setup in terms of a rotation and a support system where Plopsky can play both toward the B site with S-Tag already in Cubby and Fuzi that's holding out the cave, but it's over at 8 that they have to worry about because already they've lost Rez. That was their donut player. Hampus rotated early. He gets inside of Ruins, but Flash smoked and falls off of it. Silenced. He did fire 2 shots, but I don't think they'll have heard that. Those ones they certainly will have heard. They'll have felt because he gets Elige down as well. Plopsky into OC, and even though Shocks is able to get one back, bomb gets planted. It's still going to be a tough ask for Liquid Naf. They're going to get together. Lost a little bit of HP, but did significant damage onto S-Tag. Now, holding together. Oh, that flash. Luckily, they're both able to face the wall. They won't have lost their vision the whole time, but he expects them to be there. Does not expect to. Surely not as Naf comes back out, but 40 HP. Has to cover off for 2 more players. That nade could catch out S-Tag. He just barely gets behind the box. Jumping for information. He'll see one. Knows the other is swung, and Naf tries to get to the pistol. Okay. Not enough time to get the kill or the defuse, so he's got to run it away and run cash. Man, if he was on my team, dude. Well, but if I was on my team, I'd be like, yeah, you just play A alone. We'll go do the rest of the map. Like, he was so good at picking his battles.
He's one of the most natural players to put in a supportive position between bomb sites. You think overpass kind of rotating between B and A. It just clicks. He knows what he's doing when he comes into every single situation, and he just games off his intuition. Fuzi.
The other thing is we've got Fang now as a Canadian, Jason. So I'm starting. You said we didn't even have 5 players. I'm thinking I need 1 more.
Okay. And
then me, and you can get 4. And we'll have a little show match, maybe.
Dude, we would delete you.
No, come on. Twists? Naf?
Who are they?
Yeah, all right.
Well, slow down for Team Liquid. They've got Shocks pushed up in position.
How many Americans have won Katowice?
Yeah, 1-0. Congrats.
That's all I need.
Oh, well, there goes OC in middle. Shocks. Oh, this is brutal. Biding his time. If he can get 1 more, down low, it's low HP. Transfers downward. Can't find it. Can't find either of them. And this hit's just going to slip away. The one saved AWP does its job. A singular kill on the op so far.
I think you just stick this. Just get the money out of it. He's got smokes on. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, fair enough. He heard.
Let's not forget, Nitro had an excellent game on Cash. Tons of impact as they swept Heroic 2-0 in that series. Molotov out is going to keep Shocks at bay. Angle up into the bomb site. The flames don't spread enough to force him off it. Tough vision.
Did he not see us? I thought Fuzi's head actually showed for a second there. Maybe not. Either way, smoke down. He's not going to have any vision. Now fires in. Just goes by the shins
20 seconds.
Of Elige. 20 seconds indeed. Shock's waiting on that smoke for it to dissipate as now immediately for the plant, and that's the lineup we're talking about. Man, Shock's almost inadvertently body blocked that. The shot somehow missed both, and Shock's gets only good for one, but here's a tag. Elige nearly lined up them both. I thought that was a double for sure. Instead, it all comes back to Nitro. He's got the AWP. 8 HP. Hear the communication between NIP. Now they know where the AWP is. Jumping across, Rez has made it on Nate as well. They know he's low. It's going to absolutely nail him, just barely. If he was a little bit to the... I think it was even 6-4, if I'm not mistaken, against Heroic. And then they called the timeout, got back into it, and took 9-6. So they were able to get 6 rounds yesterday, T-side, and still win out the game. So keep that in mind. OC tagged down to 58, Shock's 49, but OC gets the kill on Plopsky. Elige, that was not quite the headshot one tap I thought it was. There was a bit of damage already there, but still manages to get S tag.
Now, you got to be careful if you're Team Liquid, even with a 5-on-3 Hampus, trying to get back in time. He knows he's going to have one more fight. That's almost won by Hampus, but now you have the 2 ops you're going up against. Liquid have to be really, really cautious how they start to put this into play. If you stay too spread out and too slow, there's the first, almost able to manage it. That would have been great. I was going to say...
Very tricky, because you know you've thrown a nade into the hallway, which means you've got to be at least outside of the stairs, and he's pushed up on the opposite side of the ring. Does Shox consider this? Does he check it? And you can already see a bit of a rotation back over to support it. Smoke's going to give it away. I think Rez gets this kill easy, as long as his teammate doesn't tag him up inside of it.
Oh no, the timing of everything is crazy. Yeah. Okay, Rez is going to find it, yeah. His teammate just taking a shot, so Shox is looking in that direction, taking the attention. 2 entries from Nitro. S-Tag and Plopsky couldn't get together. Smoke is going to be out, but Fuzi's got another one. That's a 3rd kill. And that quick shot down the lane that we've seen in the past few rounds from him with that op. 3-on-3 in the post plant. Elige has a real late backstab. I don't think they'll consider it. I don't even think they're going to look in this direction. If this retake takes too long, Elige is going to be really, really in a great position. OC with 1. That should slow things down. That gives time for Elige to slow crawl through this smoke and get activated. Fuzi not looking behind. Elige timing the smoke, and that should be an easy frag in the back. And Rez, you know where 1 is. All you really can do here is stick the bomb.
Taps it. No one's going to peek. They do now. Actually down to 7 remaining after the last map. Excuse me, his Movistar is now out as well, but they're still here and still playing. You've got lots of time to get practice in.
I would have liked to see Movistar do some things, but nice nice win from Ents there. Rez gets the opening kill with the op. Smoke is blocked, but still going to be effective. Molotovs and spam coming through the smoke to Fuzi's position. He's got to take some fire damage as he bails out. That's a aggressive plant position from Shoxy. He's going to reconsider his life choices and find a bit more safety.
Yeah, he is. Unfortunately, he's not that safe going toward the CT connector. Fuzi finds him on the AWP, and it's the advantage by 1 on the retake to Nip, who are thinking very seriously about going for this. Nitro's going to bypass middle. Shots toward Donut. Now, that should signal that he's going to be on the flank, but they aren't looking that direction yet. Elige needs to buy space, and Nitro, now he's too far removed, or is he? Do they suspect his presence? Do they know where he's gone? He's got to get closer. No, he can see the bomb. He can see the backside. He's got just enough.
Heavy play towards the A-bomb side. It's Rez pushed up. Little bit of an early warning system, but he's got to be impactful. He's at least got the first. He's going to stand tall. He's going to challenge again. 1 more for him, and half HP left on Naf. That'll slow things down. Fuzi's here for the rotation with that op, and Naf and OC, they realize they can't go. Now it's Elige who needs to open up plan B.
Illegal Elige going to try and work his way up toward middle. Plopsky's already rotating back to just make sure that that window room is covered off, though. Hampus down the hallway toward Donut. Elige to make contact. Any second has to clear off his off angles, though that makes things difficult. His gun barrel shows. Okay. The aim lab technician is in.
Oh, good shot from Fuzi as Naf slides out. 1 more available to him. Elige slides into it as well. And Fuzi going for a triple.
Elige still with the highest ADR in the server at this point in time. Utility damage, by the way, Naf is 199 already. 108 for Shox. Liquid was very impressive yesterday. We noted it on the CT side of Vertigo, but there you go for utility. How about that?
What's impressive about it is sometimes it's tough to get decent utility damage on your T side as well, so fair play. Naf and OC way deep outside of B. Elige's going to go down a little gap in that smoke that he was toying with. Hampus is able to find it. 5-on-3 for the defense. They have full map control. Liquid haven't been able to get access to anything.
Shox is still waiting at the bottom side of middle, but there's going to be no peeking in that position. They're covered at boxes. OC wants to be the first out from the gate. Fuzi somehow spots the flash coming through. It was called out by his teammate, likely on the ramp, and S-Tag is that man. He'll fire up against OC. He may have lost a teammate, but it's just the battle, not the war, because this round is still going their direction. Fuzi on the pistol, catches out Shox, and it's all on enough. 7-7, they finally tie the game. It took them a while. We thought we were going to get there at 4-4.
Would be cool if they could snatch away the lead in the final round. They might have a great chance. There's not a whole lot of money on the Team Liquid side. Naf trying to take away what he can, but money doesn't so much matter for NIP. They've got plenty of cash.
Oh, I was...
4 MAC-10s. We've got a B-rush. We've got a B-rush right here, right now. S-Tag is going to get dropped. Naf just never stop moving. Fuzi as well. Oh, that's a great shot. If he misses that, Shox is taking him down, no problem. Oh, this is awkward. That's awkward. Alige knows he was stopped. Turns around with the M4, is able to grab one. Jumping through the smoke, he finds another. Alige is gaming, and Plopski can't handle it.
Can't. Hampus has other ideas, though. He'll get OC, so Elige needing to do potentially more again. That bomb continues to tick. Nitro's got to rotate back around. He's going to play the back ramp, bottom side. Smoked off Elige. Now the spray becomes viable should they even get that far. About 12 seconds before that smoke is a huge problem. He's already lined it up. He knows exactly what he's going to have to do, and Nitro just needs to stay alive in it. Smoke in his position as well. They'll tap it out. They're both spraying. They're both spraying, but they're both missing. This is a problem. Nitro's got to go through. It's not going to happen. Right now, take advantage of that on the attacking side.
Well, now we get to see if Team Liquid's defense yesterday was just a bit of an aberration, if that was going to be the exception, or if that's going to be something they can establish, that dominance that they had, if they can continue it here. Plopski with the opening kill. That's OC to fall. The rest of the aggression from Team Liquid can't find success until just now. Shox and Naf fighting down lane. Hampus stuck in a long, grinding battle, 3-on-3. Naf misses an opportunity. B bomb site under contention, but there's plenty of defenders here to hold it off. Alige goes down. Nitro's up next, trying to just finish off Fuzi, but he can't connect the shot. Now Naf is involved coming out of cave, and that's the bomb hitting the ground.
Bomb hitting the ground. And slowing progress, but still a 2-on-2 to work with. Fuzi trying to make the most of it, given that he's only got 13 HP. He'll be spotting back from the bottom of the ramp, while Plopski gets a little bit more aggressive.
Ooh.
And off the angle as well. Nitro didn't know that he'd crossed over already behind that smoke. He hits a sitter at that range. Plopski, though, is tagged to 9. Naf to try and find both. USP in hand, but bomb recovered as well. That's the bigger win out of this situation.
Oh, what a tough decision for Naf. Flip a coin. Do you try and jump the rotate over to the A bomb site, or do you stick around and hope they come back? He's obviously made the wrong call. Gonna stick over at the B bomb site. Bomb being planted here. These are the kills earlier. This is that battle towards lane. Shox with a couple nice kills. Naf was here on defense as well, but now he's scrambling to get back in this 1-on-2. There's no kit, but each of these players is about 1 bullet away from death. So he can still manage this, but there's no slowing down. He's gonna have to take some calculated risks. Moving into the bomb site. Tap the bomb, see if you can force anyone out into the open. There's the first, just one quick tap. Oh, and Fuzi's gone all the way around through CT spawn, biding his time and waiting. Naf gonna hit the defuse again, but there's no time for the defuse. Fuzi's moving in. Even if Naf gets this kill, the round is over. NIP have won a tough pistol round here to start the second. M4 on Alige. SMG on Shox, MP9. 2 Deagles and a CZ for Team Liquid's defense here. Shox and Naf aggressive in towards Jaguar. There's the swing. Will they expect a second player? Naf's gonna be able to get a lot of information. Rez checks it anyway, smart play.
Naf with nothing at all out of it. Elige has to fade off 2. 2 from Donut in a double position. Nitro falling off the angle. He gets it on his own with the CZ75. Takes damage for it, as has Elige. So a very good chance that NIP can still hold out this position as S-Tag takes down the first one. Second one followed up, though, as Nitro grabs the weapon his teammate formerly had. And that bomb, did he not? Either he's not comfortable with mid, or they didn't realize on radar that he actually could see it.
No, he doesn't want to stick around. He knows he's got low HP. He knows Rez is going to be he's going to be on his guard. He's going to be on point and focus and clearing out everything as he picks up this bomb. And Nitro knows with that kind of low HP, you cannot get into a heads-up duel. You have to play the timing game. You have to play the game that Rez isn't going to expect. You have to find a new position to attack it. Now, unfortunately, Nitro is also taking perhaps the longest route to get over towards the B bomb site, so there's plenty of time for Rez, although equally, he has no idea where Nitro's gone, so he's got to be cautious as well, and Nitro's counting on that to allow him to close the gap.
Nitro knows he's near. Smoke on it. Tap, but low HP, as you mentioned. He can't hold this. He can't justify the spray coming into the smoke. Was hoping Rez would fire into it. That would give him a chance. He's forced him far enough back, though.
There's no time.
He doesn't have the kit. He's got to get off of it. And even then, Rez was prepared. He went to spray through the wood. Right eye versus left eye. Let's go. Molotov thrown. He knows they're going to have utility out. Shock's good for one. Elige manages to get Hampus Rez with the trade, but at least it's thinning out the offense and giving Liquid a chance to try and take some map away.
Well, certainly with the man advantage, you can back off. OC's got that op trained towards middle, towards the jump up for lane. Elige waiting 20 kills for Elige as Astag rotates back towards the B bomb site. Naf towards cave. Elige deep and passive in the back corner. Plenty of utility for this NIP hit. Two Molotovs, or excuse me, two smokes and a Molotov. 4 flashbangs as well. They're going to start it out with contact, which is going to make him susceptible to this position from Elige if he chooses to peek. The timing of it is everything. That's a tough player to walk into his crosshair, but Rez has got it. Great headshot onto Elige.
Lovely stuff. Naf moving back to a position where he can line up the spam, not able to succeed in hitting it. Astag just back off the pillar ever so slightly. There is certainly that change of play you can make. There is some distance there so long as you have the extremities covered off.
That kit's dropped in the back corner, remember, Matt? It was on Elige.
Good point. Nitro, meanwhile, still trying to find a way back in as Naf has vision and an opening, but they're covering off back lane so well that Nitro's not yet pushed through. There's no chance they're going to peek toward the cave. They're running out of time on the Liquid side. Need to go very soon, and soon they go. They get 2. Rez, though, is in a lovely position, but
4 Molotovs used towards B this time instead of middle, which means Hampus and Astag have confidence to just walk right through the smoke in mid. Rez has that opening kill. Elige is blinded, but still finds the headshot and backs away with 66 HP remaining.
OC staring down middle, just barely missing out on an opportunity for a crouched player who snuck by. Astag is inside a donut, so Nitro's going to need to be aware of this. As Astag gets a clean lineup toward the ruin position. Elige clearing down toward the gate, and Naf with no one inside of sight. Liquid's already going to try and collapse over toward this A side of the map, however. Fuzi's going to bring the bomb in. Still no smoke toward ruins. It's a battle, a heads-up duel. Nitro's got to win, and he does that, but bomb still gets planted because he's preoccupied. He's able to follow and find Fuzi. Rez now, with it all to do in a 1-on-4, is immediately going to find one, but get traded out by next.
Towards the B bomb site. Elige and Nitro in towards middle. Molotov goes down, they're going to bypass it all, putting out the smoke. That tells them exactly what's coming, and OC is prepared. Double kill, one of them blind, and that puts a stop to everything for NIP.
Nice tag. Tech9, but he knows there's AKs ahead. We'll run up and grab one. As OC gets into position, he's a little bit late to capitalize on the fact that they were inside of the lane. Naf will close down on them, though, and sneak in behind. So this should still take away quite a bit of information, as Shox already has the front side of the cave. Holding patiently, and needs to be perfectly ready for the AK to come around the corner. Can't quite see the shoulder or elbow yet. Just a marginal gap to fire at, but it locks him into the corner. And Astag wisely knows he's going to re-peek on that, so it's only 1 kill back, but here's Naf in behind. Damage done. Doesn't need to worry about the kill at this point in time. 53 seconds. They've got information based on that. Just lock him in.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, that sucks. He obviously doesn't know both are there as he smokes the double doors. But he is basically just keeping, from his mind, at least one player stuck. Plopsky with the AK-47 falls back to perhaps clear Naf's position, long range with the AK-47, and he's got him. Naf slides back into it, 25 seconds. Low percentage chance to win this if you're NIP, but still a chance.
Absolutely still a chance. OC as well up close. AWP is going to fade back through the smoke to not give himself up either. Bomb plant goes down, and this is a real argument to be made that they could still win out this round. Good find from Elige then to at least get one more kill on the board, but Plopsky's going to put the bomb into position, and OC can't commit too early with the AWP all by himself. He's got to wait for the rotation, which is going to arrive, and it's going to arrive from the cave. I'm not sure Plopsky will be ready to check that position. Although the more time that goes on, the more likeliness there is that he does look that
into post-plant positions. They haven't all been great, but if you go back to even the pistol round where they get into the bomb site and a plant as well, they've done a good job of breaking in. Now we see an attack towards middle.
Double window take. Naf's going to play a very far angle on that. Sees it. Now they just have to play containment. That's not really the best attempt at it. Elige unfortunately spammed out through the box crack as Aztec gets the shot onto him. Naf gets the punishment in return, but Hampus, the second man, had never revealed himself, and surprise, surprise, comes out to get the kill. Ooh, OC. Right idea to lock them inside. Middle. Shox is going to chase them down. Liquid attempting some decent plays here considering the map control and rotations, but unfortunately not getting the damage done. OC left on 13, and there was no real damage at all from Shox, but as he rotates back, he essentially gets two because he gets Fuzi, and Plopsky, although getting him, gets killed by his teammate at Hampus. It leaves them in an advantage for Team Liquid, and that means Hampus is going to go hunting. OC gone! Boost up S-Tag, that'll let him see ruins. Oh, they wanted to walk that boost up, I think, to let him get right up under the ledge and see over it a little more. Jumping to use the archway to peek and not be revealed long enough, or rather, just sit at the apex of his jump long enough to be caught out. S-Tag boosted up silently. Elige gets hammered by him. And it's OC that needs to do the damage again as Nitro's removed already from Donut. Very clean take so far from NIP. OC, damage there, but no kills still. As Naf has to come in and pick up the pieces. Rez gets the shot through the box with the Deagle, and Hampus is going to be a problem. He's already locking them both. I shouldn't say both, because Shock's behind him, but locking certainly Naf in place. Did they consider it? I don't think so. I think he just looks for one more kill maybe and gets out.
I think if Shox didn't take all that damage, they were definitely going to go for it. I think Naf still wants to investigate, see if he's given a freebie. But with that flashbang and not finding anything, I think you're right. Now's the time to just back away from ruins. Okay. Tower apartment. Good shot from OC.
Been a little bit slower this game to get going. OC. He's on 10 kills. A lot of situations where he was just barely off the shot or did damage but couldn't get the kill. Naf's gonna get Rez. That's a bit of a bold play to just run to the site like that.
I think Rez got pulled into that oddly by Plopsky. Plopsky was actually up in front, and I think Rez was thinking we're going through this. Plopsky was thinking screw this, and if Plopsky had gone up first instead of falling back, they might have had the timing on him, but not a criticism of Plopsky so much, but just a miscommunication error.
He's back into the window. S-Tag was holding for the donut peak. It's a tough position for S-Tag to be in, because I'm not sure if you noted it, Jason. The X-ray just above him. Shox in cave. Not peeking necessarily down the lane, but the only way really to go is forward for S-Tag. He'll try and do that now. Nitro's going to be the one that combats him again toward the donut as S-Tag clears both sides. And Alicia's fully left the window. OC's going to have to be very careful. He's going to deploy a little bit of utility, a smoke toward the top side of the B ramp. That's where bomb remains for Plopsky. They've got another kill in this round. S-Tag could still be a force and a factor here. With Elige and Nitro removed, if he's able to sneak in all the way over to the B site and get a clean... Oh, he's not going to do it. He's going to try and cut off rotation instead. He'll get Elige. That's going to give away the game because now OC can turn around and stare that direction. Plopsky trying to get inside of the site. OC's got the kill. If S-Tag goes and kills, I think, OC clean with the AWP, they at least get a plant out of this situation. Potentially. I mean, there's still battles to be had.
If he can take OC out, time's going to end. Oh, OC pushes forward. That's correct. Oh, wait. If he can get one. Oh, this would be massive. He's got...
Nitro and OC smokes down at the bottom side of the A-halls. They're going to get a little bit aggressive here. S-Tag's waiting on the stairs. Trained his aim in that direction. They are going to actually split this site. If they're anticipating aggression, at the 8 tunnels, then this donut take is a wise call, and Hampus knows they're going to be rotating back in from that side. Clean, crisp, concise. The Oplus OC is dropped to the deck as Elige has to try and work back into ruins. Flash in his face. He will not go any further. Nitro, though, desperate to still find something at long, and this is just... Is Liquid running out of rounds? Elige starting it off well. If it rides on this, that's exactly the opener that you want to get, considering the weapons. Hampus, though, up toward window. OC's gonna find him, doubling the position. Naf's able to trade Plopsky, who never suspected too late in middle, but this does leave a gap at B, and it's exactly that Rez wants to exploit, getting inside of the site. Fuzi trying to rotate that bomb over in that direction as well. Shox can cut them off.
Yeah, if he gets this bomb, round's over. Fuzi has to be careful. He's had a great game so far, and Shox just listens. He just listens and waits, and now he knows they are trapped inside the bomb site. He's constricting upon this position. Fuzi is checking the angle. What a stunning headshot.
That might save them this round. You've got 2 other players coming this direction. Naf's one of them. He's just able to get the headshot back through the box. In the intern, we lost Rez. He's down to 18 HP. He got shot back in the back lines, which means they know he's going to peek the ramp, but that's not good enough. His aim, they could not find the shots. The AK just so strong. That's the Rez we know and love.
Yeah, but you even have to think of it this way. Oh, good find from Elige, another opening kill. Elige gets the opening in the previous round. The good trade in middle. That was a solid round for Team Liquid with what they brought into it. This one's going to be a bit more of a struggle, although at least Elige has given them some breathing room once again. 5-on-4 in round 29. NIP with just 2 chances to close out the opening map, to steal away Liquid's map pick in these quarterfinals.
Taking no chances. They've already thrown that AK out of position off the map, or rather in an unreachable position on it. As it is round 15, this is a look back at Elige through the smoke. OC, scout only to work with. He has to be absolutely perfect with it, and the smoke already down to the delay. He fires twice into it. They now know where that's positioned. Nade to the back lines. As he was there, might as well get some damage early. Shox, 5-7 can be absolutely menacing. That smoke's gonna dissipate. He smartly gets away as it does. Reading the signs, OC's got the opener. Shox doesn't want to go yet, but as the flash comes out, he does. He'll drop the bomb temporarily. The AK's still coming around the corner, and Shox, he'll double up on that. It's a 1-on-3, but they lost a 1-on-3 in the last round to an AK. This time it's Fuzi, not Rez, and he's already got the bomb down. Taking damage through the smoke, though he's tagged on to 53. It's still a workable situation. Right how close the crosshair did appear.
4 kits. Liquid's happy to play retake on this B bomb site. If this is going to be where the end game is for NIP, they're willing to let him have it. They're willing to just play passive along the back wall. You can see Shox rotating between mid. Naf in the back corner. No Molotovs or HE nades to do any kind of damage on the entrance for Team Liquid's defense. Here come the set smokes. Here come the flashbangs. Rez and Plopsky probing initially. S-Tag gonna follow it up. Fuzi watching the flank. Still a tough job to do as that bomb gets planted now. Default position behind the pillar.
Naturally, you could look toward a boost in the corner, but that's become so evident and obvious over the course of this map. Here's the big flank.
No more nades for NIP.
Nitro that wants to be the one to arrive. Rez is watching toward cave, but not the ramp. Fuzi hasn't turned it around yet, and there's so much action towards CT, they may have lost track of Nitro. They may not be aware of the numbers. Plopsky's gonna get Elige down. Nitro needs to go now. He'll get Fuzi, but that gives up his position, and OC's got a problem. They never checked cave. It's all on Nitro to keep Liquid in this, to force out overtime, a 1-on-3. He's through the smoke. He'll tap the bomb. They know where he is, and he can't find the first kill. Rez, the man who shut them down 2 rounds ago, will finish out the game.